Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more adventures of Ash and
Do you
Steel.
need anything? We can sell.
And after the end of a previous episode, I got a bit curious and checked out this dialogue option, so I'm going to do it on camera now.
Tristan?
Your camp is quite shabby, you know.
What do you mean?
You're all hunters here, but I don't see any trophies around.
That's because we sell everything, including the trophies. Although, maybe you're right. A couple of furs to line our benches, maybe. Or a horn. Yeah, a big one. Could certainly liven up the place. I have a task for you.
Decorating the camp?
Indeed. Ask the lads what they'd like for decorations and get hunting.
Well, don't you think it'd be easier for you to do it?
We usually get paid for that sort of work. The lads would rather die than see their hard work hanging on the wall, since they'd just think of the gold they could have got for it. But if you gift them the trophies, they won't go and sell them. I'll pay you our going rate for each trophy you bring back, but don't tell anyone that. Now get to work.
Alright. Gives us something to do before we go and check the old ruins by the woodcutter's camp.
Our numbers are dwindling.
Oh,
Hello!
Have you ever thought about decorating your cabin?
no. Why would I do that? Skulls and horns are for savages. I don't need all that in here.
Really? You spend a lot of time sitting on that stump, don't you? Javek even introduced you as stump-like.
What are you getting at?
Have you lost the feeling in your arse yet?
Huh? Lost the... Oh, I see what you mean. Well, it's not the fanciest chair around, sure, but it's not like I could do anything about that. We're out in the woods, after all.
Maybe you could get some nice fur and drape it over the stump.
Our numbers are dwindling.
I told Kygar this place could use some decorations. All this bare wood is pretty dull, you know. He seemed to be in agreement.
That's a sensible idea. Are you here to ask me what decorations I want?
Yeah, pretty much.
I won't make you go to too much trouble then. Pick me some moon wisp. It grows everywhere on the island. One sprig should be more than enough. If you dry it, it gives off the nicest smell. I'll tuck it under my bed. I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Smart old boy, that Harold. Now, what about the young one? Javek, was it?
We can sell.
Can't see too.
It was. Hey, while I'm here,
Have you ever considered hanging some sort of trophy on your wall? Horns, maybe, or...
Fangs! I've always wanted a set of fangs as big as your fingers.
A beast with fangs like that would probably make a trophy out of you.
Yeah, what do you know? It's a dream, and dreams are supposed to be wild.
Your dreams are terrifying, Javek. But I'll take that into account.
if only I'd checked this before turning in those trophies. But I'm fairly certain I have one of those blue flowers.
Oh, it's Tristan.
It is indeed.
Tristan?
Hal asked for this.
So, he's really set on studying herbs after all. Great loss for our trade, to be sure.
Well, he's getting a bit older and herbs don't dodge or hide or run away when they get wounded. I'd say he's earned it. Now, we are down to 17 arrows, which is not very many at all. I'll have to get some more iron soon. I suppose we could melt down all those cups. Oh well. Let's get... Oh, evening. Really? Okay. I should probably refresh my memories to... Wait. I can safely pluck this now. As to where this shortcut leads out. Round here. Oh, over there. Right, okay. Got it. Let's stay on this path for now, though. I think we might end up staying at Narest's place tonight. Actually, now we've fixed the bridge, this may be the more direct route. So I'm just going to take it. And I should come back searching for rovers around here at some point. Or even just exploring this area, to be honest. Especially down there to the left. Down that little side path we just passed. Easy. Come on, Tristan, you can make it through this. Excellent stuff. I suspect it will start getting dark a little too soon, but we may be able to take down one or two rat walkers if we're very careful. Now, seeing as how we've got much better at running, at travelling, hopefully we will get better at fighting soon. And since we're going to be approaching a dangerous area, let's put our steel cap on. Additionally,
Oh, people here.
I'm going to save the game. Just so I don't have to go through that quest conversation set up again. So, I want to follow this path up to the ruin. There should be two rat walkers on the right near the wall. And inside the ruin... Yes, that is exactly what I anticipated. Now then. Where? Oh, good. Could you both come and get smacked with a big hammer? That'd be really nice. And I think I see a dig spot as well. Excellent.
Come on! Give me your best shot!
Got him. That really looks like disturbed earth. Okay.
Something's blocking it from the other side.
Oh, that's never a good sign. Okay. Got something. Okay. And inside the chest. Oh, beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's enough to craft some ammunition. Now, do we think? Yeah, how convenient. No. Okay. I'm trying to find if I can clamber up. To a good vantage point for archery. The answer appears to be no. However, are you asking to be shot? Oh, don't mind me. Oh, can I get you in the mouth? Oh, yes. Good experience points. I can't search for skeleton, but I can finally investigate this ruin. That may not be the only foe in there, but it made so much noise. I imagine it would attract a lot of attention. We probably can't climb up this side either. So what is the purpose of this? Apart from maybe giving us somewhere to hide if we run in here panicking trying to escape the beast. Ooh. There's another one of those white sigils on the ground. And not much else in here by the look of it. Can I pick this up? I can. Not sure I should, but it could be arguably used to climb over a low wall or something. Okay, nothing very visible in there. Maybe if we drop it here... Oh, there's one already. I don't think we could stack one on top of the other, but two of them is suspicious. Makes me wonder... That wasn't me. And it definitely sounded like footsteps. And the evening is growing late. Loving the hail crossbow. So, unless I can find a very good reason to climb up to these, I don't think I should just yet. The one to my right appears fairly empty, the one to the left does make me really wonder why there's that little dead end bit. But now that I have cleared this, I can theoretically return to it at some point later. Across the stream over to my right are bad men who wish me ill, and I may go deal with them at some point later on. For now though, I should go find some rest. I should also check how much hail grass I have. 6. Oh, we're making potions. We are herring it straight to Rump's camp to make potions. Then turn in for the night. I don't think I'm going to try and tackle that tuft until I'm far more capable of somehow surviving extremely powerful magical spells. And even then I'll be very reluctant to do so. Okay, here we go. I would like to make 2 more potions, please. There we go. Excellent. Back up to 7 again. It's better than none. And then I think we're back to attempting to penetrate the deadly depths. Actually, if we're going to be trying to tackle these areas again in the morning, we might as well travel through the night, go visit our house again. Or aim for the city. I think I need metal. Yeah. I don't think I've got any supplies left for this. Oh! But if I rest here, there is something else I could do. Okay. So I can make cloth, strong thread, and a little bit of leather. No, no leather. Probably shouldn't run. It's likely to wake up old Narest if he's feeling a bit uncomfortable in bed already. Let's show some respect. He did save our life after all and nurse us back to health. So, 1 lever, not going to happen. So, 1 cloth. I think we're going for 2 cloth then. And we're going to want more shovels soon as well. Okay. Then I suppose we could risk a nighttime stroll. Here we go. If we see powerful unnatural forces that glow in the dark, we run. If we see Tucht, we run. Otherwise, we're on a nice long stroll through the night to see if anything interesting stands out. I should have probably checked the fire for cooking recipes as well, but no worries. So our goal is to somehow level up to 20 and then take expert crafting. Probably also take strength and stamina, or strength and fortitude, that level. Also, it's so nice to have that 5,000 gold ready to go. I would equip this if I had more crossbow bolts. I have one. I intend to change that. And I don't like that light I saw off to the side of the path. It looked suspiciously like more. I think it was the light on the side of that rock, but it looked very, very odd. It looked more than the light reflecting from the candles on the front of the shrine there. So in a way, this is an interesting adventure for Tristan. We are exploring at a time of great danger. Some of the monsters are more aggressive and come out to hunt in the night, although we've slain most of the monsters in this portion of the island. And some only appear at night, like those sort of will-o'-the-wisp things we've seen. And since Tucht was down in the valley there, I suspect, as I've heard that Tucht only appears at night, given how dark the valley is, it may just count as constant night, possibly due to the curse. Now is probably not the time to go exploring that side path near the Inn of the King's Brother. That can be done during the hours of daylight. Now, when the dawn comes, we should perhaps visit our merchant friend who dwells here and sell off to him all that cheap crude cutlery of a kind we've traded to him before. But for now, we're trudging our way to the Grey Shaft outskirts, where we intend to make use of the forge that is there to see if we can smelt down any of the metal we have on us. Oh, we got enough iron ore anyway, haven't we? So we might need some coal or something, I'll have to see. But at least then we'll know what we need from a blacksmith in town, if we need anything. Then we can make ourselves some crossbow bolts. So archery really came in last session, and you will all have noticed how much the arrows wobble while Tristan is trying to aim. This is because I have not trained the various archery skills that improve his aim. Improve his aiming animations so that he wobbles less when he's trying to shoot things. Obviously, if I had done that, it would make the archery far more effective, and I'd be able to shoot more quickly. This is all fine. Because I really want that expert crafting skill. Oh, I do. So far, it's all going very safely, and I still don't know if there's any ability to make me more resistant to being stun locked by arrows. Because being tough is good if you can fight back and outlast the opposition, but if you're just stun locked, being tough doesn't matter because you just can't do anything. Yeah, the whole point of being tough is I'm hitting them and they're hitting me. We're both getting hurt. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be the last man standing. That only really applies if I'm still hitting them. If I'm a punching bag, it's not a fight. It's just bullying. Now there are one or two bugs down here to the right. I would rather tackle them during the daytime, and the terrain down there does not favour me particularly. I am starting to wonder though how effective the archery would be against things like maulers and stingers that stay at a distance and circle around or come in slowly, as it does seem to have quite high damage numbers. Or that could be that enemies are not very resistant to piercing damage. Either way, I could do with quite a lot more ammunition to find out. Now, the knightly order I've joined seems to favour the crossbow over the bow. They sell higher quality crossbows and possibly even some crossbow crafting patterns that are worth looking into. And they definitely sold me the recipes to craft higher quality crossbow bolts. Some of which I will simply not be able to create just yet. I suppose when I start using the crossbow, when I have enough ammunition to take more than one shot, I'll get to find out what it might be like. Should be a second loading spike around now. Oh yeah, also I uploaded the first of 2 game deck videos that I recorded about 4 years ago. I lost my playthrough save, quite honestly, and finished the game off camera back in the intervening last few years. The game is having a 5th anniversary celebration next month. There'll be some new update, and there'll be some more character skins added to the game. Now, I'm going to probably do a little video on that soon, because...
Why is he wearing that junk?
Raw meat. Hey. I have plenty.
Do you have something for me?
I have your order.
All right. Let's see what you've got. Excellent. That's everything. Here's your gold.
So, in Game Deck, you can create your own character or use one of the pre-generated character skins. The pre-generated characters... Now, the idea of Game Deck is you are a detective who goes into games to solve problems for people. You take on cases. Someone will be like, hey, there's a hacker in this game who keeps stealing the bullets out of my gun, can you fix that? And you have to go in and find the hacker and find out how he's duplicating the bullets, and, you know, whatever ends up being the way you fix it, you know. Okay, let's try various... Oh yeah, we'll just do one of these then, yeah? So, your character that you create for the game is your character skin that you wear in the games you go into to do the cases. And obviously, because you're a detective, you have some skills and stats that you assign. Now, the pre-generated characters, they have a name and character background. Some of them, many of them in fact, have two character backgrounds. One that is visible in game and shorter, and a longer one on their Steam product page. They are free DLC, it's not like they're an expensive product, you know. Or at least mostly. 6 of 10, okay, we can work with that. Actually, we could go buy 4 more, couldn't we? Anyway, ooh, very, very tempting, but let's hold off a moment. The point I was getting to is this. I'm not going to make anything here, but I could. We need to go... Okay, let's go back to the woodcutter's camp for a crafting bench to make some ammunition. So, the pre-generated characters, they have a name, a character background, in most cases 2 character backgrounds, some listed personality traits. The skill system uses personality traits as part of it, right? You can essentially recreate any of those pre-generated characters using the normal character creation system at the start of the game. You can't recreate their appearance. Essentially, they have nothing special. They are a fancy way of making your character look different. And yes, they have a background. You know, one is like a retired sailor. One was raised in a cult and discovered the cult leaders were corrupt and tried to expose the cult leaders, got blamed for the cult leaders' crimes, framed for their crimes, and had to flee, and her whole family left, you know, and then she became a game detective to earn a living and hunt down and expose wickedness. And it's like, okay, awesome, right? These characters have traits that you would like to see taken into account, and none of them are. You don't get any unique lines of dialogue, any unique quests or anything for playing one of these skins. There's no extra content for playing that skin. It's essentially a normal character, exactly like anyone you would create. That just looks different and has a different name. Except, you can try to roleplay the background that character's been given if you want. There's no extra options to allow you to roleplay that character. You have the same options that will be available to any other character. So, you know, no gameplay, just visuals, essentially. But they are nice and fancy. Right, now, I could make steel and make some reinforced bolts. For penetration, heavy armor, yeah, we don't know. We could make some crossbow bolts. Let's do that. And now we have 51 crossbow bolts. And a crossbow that deals 75 damage as opposed to the 35 from our bow. We now have a crossbow on our back. And we haven't had to spend any money to do that. Now, the crossbow may be significantly different to fire compared to the bow. It's probably going to have a slower reload time, and it should be easier to hold it with the string back because of the firing lever. But I don't know if we'll start loading to fire our first shot, or if we will be forced into a reloading ammunition after firing that shot, and then it will be ready to just carry around again and use. Because a cocked crossbow can be kept that way for quite some time. Hang on, have we... 340, wasn't it? 340. Does this somehow change our available... I don't think so. It shouldn't anyway. I think possibly one of our food buffs may have just run out. So now what? I mean, I should probably go somewhere safe. I was in somewhere safe, I know. And consult some of my options. I wonder... I strongly suspect that trying to shoot one of those stone crawlers, or whatever it's called, while it's sitting with its head poking out of the ground, would result in it coming straight at me, rather than being able to take pot shots, essentially. Although if I could get a good elevation point, one that's not connected to the ground, because if I'm up on a stony ridge, surely it could just burrow its way up to me. Probably wouldn't. There may be pathfinding issues. But even still, I've now adopted the crossbow. It is awaiting use. If I end up using it this episode, then the episode name will be I Waste Them With My Crossbow. Which is a great reference if you know the song. It's a Knights of the Dinner Table reference. But then of course there's the filk as well. You know this. Filk is like a cross between folk music and fan songs, essentially. It's like, I waste him with my crossbow, I shake and roll the dice, and then I loot the body and kick it once or twice. Oh, there's quite a few verses, and it's a fun song. What's it? I waste him with my crossbow and I don't mess around. It makes sense in a dungeon and works as well in town. Yeah, it's a bit silly. Knights of the Dinner Table was a long-running comic strip that ran in issues of Dragon magazine back in the day, and featured a bunch of players sitting around a table. In fact, it got its own separate comic years later. It's also probably largely responsible for Kenza Company creating... Oh god, what's their role-playing game? It's basically first edition with house rules that make it more overcomplicated and harder to play on purpose. It's a spoof parody of first edition, but actually completely playable, but more challenging to do so because it's more complicated. And it's supposed to be the version that the kids are playing in Knights of the Dinner Table. Knuckles the Thief was always like, I waste him with my crossbow, whenever he was getting itchy or bored or like frustrated dealing with an NPC or something. It's like, I don't care, I shoot him. Conversation's over, you know. And that's where the whole song comes from. It wasn't a celebration of it being great, so much of a celebration of it being such an amusingly hilarious character trait. I mean, they played other games as well, right? The Knights of the Dinner Table. I remember one episode where they decided, their game master decided to run a Western game for them. So they were playing like a bunch of cowboy type characters in the Wild West. And they committed a few crimes. Also, no, they went out hunting outlaws for bounties, collecting the bounties, and then they decided to start committing crimes and robbing the banks because they were so powerful. And the GM was like, okay, the bounty on you just went up $20. He's like, yeah, ace, I'm on $70 now. And their bounties just got higher and higher and higher until the other players just tied them up in their sleep, turned them in for the bounties and walked off with the money. But the point is, the other players were waiting for the bounties to get high enough that it would be worth betraying them. And when the players threw a hissy fit, when the two players who got into this situation threw a hissy fit that they'd been betrayed by their two companions, the GM was like, well, you guys kept on racking up the reward, I didn't expect your mates to do it either, but it kind of deserved it. There were some fun things in Dragon Magazine. There was an article of famous last words. That green looks like I probably don't want to be near it. It might just be a naturally occurring phenomena. But I've also heard that there's lots of dangerous things under the water in this game. Including under that pool, there may be a very powerful sort of mid to end game type boss in an underwater cavern, full of air. And hey, oh look, we're in. Speaking of air, right. I mean, this road leads to both these places, so why not? So yeah, there was an article of famous last words, which included such classics as, "It's alright guys, we'll be okay, we can't really be fighting Cthulhu, we're playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition!" Because, Cthulhu was in the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, not... Despite the fact that AD&D let you literally make up the stats for any monsters you wanted, one of my favourite ones in that article, though, was the GM says, "The orcs see you and attack." The player says, "But I passed my hide in shadows roll." The GM says, "I don't care, the orcs see you and attack." The player says, "I passed my hide in shadows roll, the orcs can't see me, I'm hiding." The GM says, "You're carrying a torch, a lit torch. The orcs see you and attack." It's like, yeah, if you're trying to hide, put your fucking torch out, you divvy. Oh, great stuff. Oh, you know what? Now is the perfect opportunity to remember that there were some more rat walkers in the graveyard to the right of the road here. And we could definitely look into that. Oh! And then that big rover near the graveyard, we could probably shoot it through the hole in the fence, or the hole in the wall. With our new crossbow, no less. Things are getting exciting and dangerous and deadly. Let's remember what we know about overconfidence. I mean, we could even just run up onto those rocks, surely. It may be a bit difficult to climb while being pursued by a deadly foe. and especially one that causes the ground to shake. But hey, there are rat walkers in this graveyard, and we should be prepared to fight them. So prepared, in fact, that I've readied my weapon in anticipation. Hey you, over there. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to move sideways. Oh, don't mind me. Okay. Do mind me, apparently. I'm easy prey momentarily. Perfect. Now, you're a spot of bother. Okay, got him. You know, these are rather large fangs. And we did recently meet someone who expressed an interest in overly large fangs. And this does look like very disturbed earth, but I'm not sure. Well, maybe. I mean, we just found one to use here anyway, right? Might as well finish the digging. Or maybe someone buried something here, but hey, it's mine now. Beautiful treasures inside our hid, but it's not a box without hinges, key or lid. Look, I don't like the size of these bones and some of these skeletons. The fact that something so large and powerful could perish here in a place that feels... Hello, I see Ratwalker. Are you gonna... Yeah, please do. Guess what? Hammer time has begun. This still sounds rather unsafe a location for me to be in. The music is very alarming. It's less concerning this far out, though. But I shall save, because it feels like a very risky place to be exploring. I'm going to keep my hammer ready and not... Hey, can I climb up on this? No. Going to keep my hammer ready because... should we encounter any of the undead, they are allegedly susceptible to blunt weapons. All forms of undead, not just the skeletons. I hear pig. Where? is for big That looks very disturbing over there to the left. We're not under attack. That's a good sign. Those steps lead down somewhere. It's probably not a safe place for us to be. Now, we have... What is that? That looks like... Oh shit, there's two, okay. Okay, good. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, we're gonna fall off. That's totally fine. And,
Get over here, Kersa!
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I was going for... Hell. The difficulty I was having trying to target blows there was insane. Right. In theory, that looked somewhat manageable. Probably shouldn't have been. I kind of, rather foolishly, hello? Oh shit, how many? Oh, bloody hell. Right, well you can... Fucking hell, Tristan, move. I press well, that's what I get, I suppose. My hand was too far down the keyboard and I was pressing the healing button instead of the move left button. Ah. It looks like there's about 4 of them there. And I'm not even using special skills yet. Maybe I should well, maybe I should fucking eat up and be on full health before I go anywhere near that place. But disturbingly, those warriors look like they would give good experience points. Oh, fuck off! Right. Well, thanks, Tristan. You got yourself fucked for no reason there.
You won't leave here alive!
So, bizarrely, even though they're like one level higher than me, there are two of them. And that fucker with the rapier comes out of nowhere. I should maybe try and find him first. Determine where he appears from. And apart from possibly just being concealed behind that corner, maybe I should just live extremely dangerously and ignore the overland threat and see what is down here. Oh, fuck off. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Bugger off. And you can fuck off and all.
Come on! Give me your best shot!
Okay, this is good. This is less good. Yeah, that didn't work well, did it? Alright, so they appear to be on very high alert. It's not that there's one high-level foe here, there are many high-level foes here. This would appear to be a location for later exploration. The worst part is that there appears to be another dig spot just up there near the side of the building. So, come on Tristan, let's be sensible. This is an old, ancient, derelict ruin in the middle of a graveyard, and very spooky music is playing. It might not be wise to enter the building, show it some respect, skirt around it. In fact, it's a miracle we're standing this close, as it is. I see the monster. Excellent. Now, is there a way? Oh shit. Run like fuck, Tristan. Is it inside the graveyard? No. Good. Now that we've established it is not inside the graveyard. Shit. I mean, hell, it's good damage. Okay, plan. Run, you fool. It's in the graveyard now. Okay. Oh, seriously. Let's eat up. We'll find another way. Let's scout for good vantage points. I don't think there really are any. I take it all back. I can't see our foe. I have a horrible feeling. Okay, get up there. Get up, you fucking idiot. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I think it has healed a bit. Right. So, I like the reload. Now, this feels like a waste, but it's probably not.
I need something to drink right now.
That sounds like a magnificent idea, Tristan. Something to drink would be superb. You know what, though? Ooh. Because there's a mighty brute on the far bank of this stream. And our crossbow is powerful. Wait. Let's say adult. Yes, it did. Oh yeah, please, by all means, just stay there. He has high damage resistances. He's also guarding some very powerful mineral resources, which I want. So I don't think targeting different body parts does produce. That's lower damage, okay. So maybe critical hits. I mean, they're random chance based, but headshots do seem to cause more reliable critical hits, don't they? Or even monsters may have specific weak spots. Definitely using that episode title now. Don't you think? 7 be praised to this stream, I say. And 1 be praised too. Oh, if this, because I believe the quest image is the head of one of these things. Oh yes, you beauty. Now I'm gonna go visit a cave I once knew. And by once, I mean within recent episodes. I probably was not supposed to shoot that thing to death from this side of the stream. I was probably supposed to go over there and be surprised by it and go "Whoa!" and panic and get killed, and then find ways to defeat it later on. But for now, I get to drop down into the stream and find myself a way up. Okay. This may be tougher than I thought. Or not, as the case may be. Okay. What have we here then? That sounded like a footprint but was not mine. See, it would have been nice to come up here and get on this rock. Maybe. But for now, I have bested the mighty brute. Oh shit. Mauler alert. Please be only one of them. It is exactly what I thought it was. It's a nasty one. Really? Are you stuck? Not quite. Okay. Well, I mean... Shit. No, Tristan, no. Oh, well. We're in here with it now.
Come on! Give me your best shot!
Shit. Okay, well... We're doing good. Come on. One more. Nope. There we go. That one was good enough. Ow. That really hurt. We'll eat some food. Wait, if that bridge gives us access to here, that's interesting. But for now, we are looting this. Sharp fangs, excellent hide, rare animal heart, brute's liver, all good stuff. Alright, let's do something less dangerous. Okay. Not quite. Apparently good enough. Oh, very good. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Very nicely done indeed, and I'll mine this one out as well. Here comes the pain of the mining minigame. Again, I think the idea of this is that you can't perfectly get everything, but you should get a decent amount of it. And it is quite generous with how close to the green you need to get. So we now have 26 iron ore. That is magnificent. So we could go and make ourselves some more crossbow bolts and spades. Actually, that's a really good idea. Should probably eat some more though. We are not very healthy. And maybe I should take this opportunity to return to the city and the hunter's camp and see if I have the
Something's blocking it from the other side.
Really? Okay, let's try now then. Come on. What do we got? It looked like disturbed earth, but there wasn't enough large stones on the top of it, so I wasn't sure.
A key would be useful here.
Oh, really? Damn it.
A key would be useful here.
So now I'm running. Because I believe there's one of those burrowing creatures in that corner of the graveyard. And also I want to get back to the city. However, it's a fairly safe run now, so I can afford to take my helmet off. There we go. And yes, there's a body of water over to the right there. I have not searched it yet for goodies. I should do that at some point. Probably not just yet though. Also, we have gained some pretty good experience points from those kills this episode. So if we can keep that up, we may be on a bit of a killing spree. So I want to make 2 iron, 1 for shovels, 1 for crossbow bolts. I also want to check that I've got enough wood to make both of those. And that would involve going all the way to the woodcutter's camp. No, I can go to Geppetto's in town, right? I can do all of this in the crafting district.
Have you heard about what the Moon Sect did? They broke into the abandoned fort.
I should also check the Gravedigger's board again. See if there's a new daily reward.
I wonder why we even have guards.
What a nightmare.
This Gravedigger's outfit is really helping us survive. It looks like... yeah. That's not happening. Oh, this compass at the top of the screen is reminding me, in a really bizarre way, of the compass from... oh, is it Soulbringer or Harbinger? I think Soulbringer, right? Where you had a compass, but it was rubbish, and it would sometimes stop working, and you'd have to give it a bit of a shake by clicking on it repeatedly in the top right hand corner of the screen to sort of get it swinging again and pointing north. And there was no map. The compass was the only navigational aid you had. You could buy a better compass and a top quality compass later on, but your starting compass was pretty unreliable. Okay, let's head off to the Craftsman's District because we're planning to do business there. We might as well also drop by the bank and pick up a little money while we're at it. So, first thing we want to do is smelt some iron. Oh, and there was some pies I wanted to buy. I'd have to look at the list again. For now, though, we are just dashing along here. Like the dashing young fellow that we are. And waiting for the forge to become available. I see. It's going to be like that today, is it? Our crossbow does look very ornate and fanciful, and it's done a magnificent job. It is very slow on the reload, as indeed it should be. It's a stirrup crossbow. Well, it's a hand cranked crossbow, not a cranquin. Or cranquin. I remember thinking it might be crane quin at one point when I was younger, but it's not. You're not good at that. It's too busy. Okay, how about this? So if I were to sell you some of these things, old axe 300, master's axe which made 264. Okay, so the thing is, it is genuinely, we put so much effort into that we haven't even equipped it, and it's not as good as the one we found. But now that we've distracted him, it worked.
If you can't take a punch, just wear armor.
Love to. There never seems to be any armor available for anything. So, off to the carpenters we go now. And ask very politely to make use of his workbench. Possibly by speaking to him first so that he won't be using it himself. Oh, I can sand some wood, but first... Just wood? Oh, coal as well. Excellent. Now, can I use your workbench? Excellent, I can. Magnificent. And spades as well. Excellent stuff. And then if I wanted this, I'd need leather and iron for both of these. I do want... It's 3 for the main body, isn't it? 2 for the legs, 1 for the head. Okay. Appreciate the use of your workshop, good man. I'm gonna fuck off now and find myself something else to do. Oh, you know what I'll do? I will head back this way, past these suspicious looking fellows who might try and mug me if I come here at night, and head towards the baker's, where I will rather blatantly minimise the game and check the food list. Come on, game, we can do this. So, apple pie and rum. That's it for the food list now. We have eaten some apple pies. I'm not sure how many. You need to smack me.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Lady. Wait, he buys fruit? Okay. So if we purchase 20 now, that'll be 400. And then let's ask him about our fruit. Okay, we have berries. And a pear.
Will you buy my fruit?
Of course. I always need some for my pies.
Lovely. Hope we didn't need the pear for any meals, but it also got us some experience points. Now, makes a change from all the meat we're having, and should help prevent us getting so constipated. And again, if you're running around fighting
Can't
things
see
all the
tucht
time
in a fog like this.
in the wilderness, the last thing you want to do is stop for a dump. Or just crap yourself because you're too busy fighting and can't stop for a dump. So, we shouldn't run, we're digesting. Honestly, even walking when you're digesting isn't the best thing. If you want food to go down well, you should sit and rest and let it go down well. But sitting, not lying down, because it helps to actually enable the food to go down a bit into your gut. Whereas if you're lying horizontally, it's harder for gravity to assist the food, and we're going the wrong way. Okay, well in that case, since we've already headed the wrong way towards the bank, let's go even further towards the bank. I was planning to visit the mercenary first, but here we are. I can do the bank on the way back. Let us see if he will like any of these magnificent things we have found. Because hey, if we can actually complete 2 quests this episode as well, that should really look good on the old experience bar. Mate, are you upstairs again? He probably is. Okay, that's a new one. Look. He must be outside somewhere. I was about to say, look, are you outside? This is where we find him on the toilet and he'll like look up at us and be like, "What?" Well, at least he wasn't having a crap. With his pants round his ankles. Where the bloody hell is he? Do I need to go away and come back for him to appear? Has he just completely vanished on me?
Oh, it's Tristan.
Yeah, you're not one I was looking for, mate. I'm looking for a man who lives in my house there. Since he is not forthcoming, I'll have to come back later and check for him. So I'm going to the bank. The last thing I want to do is go and sell all these trophies to the hunter's camp and discover that he would have accepted one of them. Hello, I'd like some money, please. Better than nothing, I say. So that 150 has helped slightly counterbalance the 400 we just spent. And if I eat these remaining 19
Oh,
apple pies
it's
and
Tristan.
gain no benefit, then I'll know that I've got the bonus from eating 20 apple pies already, presumably. So we're coming back now. Not sure if I went quite far enough. But I suppose there's one way to find out. I'm not going to run inside his house, in case he's in and doesn't like it. Wait, what's that? Booze, right? Don't suppose he's got a Lucida gem by any chance. I should really not attempt to find out. He is a heavy drinker. And we do know what his favourite pub was. Maybe we should go there. I doubt we'll find him, but it gives me an excuse to visit another part of town. Or I could try the old save and reload
Tristan.
trick. Let's do that too. Because that ought to reload the area and put him there if he's missing for some reason. Yeah. What I could do, and this is something I don't want to, but I might have to, is go to the hunter's camp and see if I have any of the items for the quest, but not turn in any of the other trophies. Then, return here and try and find this bloke. The fact that sometimes we find him downstairs in the living room and sometimes up here sitting on the chair in the evenings implies he has some kind of daily routine. So I will go visit the inn at which he was allegedly a frequent customer earlier. Is it an inn? I don't think she has room for rent, in which case it's a tavern or like a pub or something. Because the difference is that an inn has rooms for the night where you can stay. It's the main distinction between an inn and
it's Tristan!
Some kind of drinking house. In fact, that's where the word pub comes from. It's from public house. Or public drinking house, essentially.
Life goes on.
Here we go. In fact, we can make it in this way. No name.
Oh, it's Tristan!
Thank you. Nice to get a bit of recognition. And we should remember there's that nasty looking man with a two-handed axe who keeps trying to antagonize us somewhere in town. We've met him twice now. thinks we're getting ideas above our station, and has attempted to put us in our place verbally twice now. Ah, hello. I need to see you at home, Birch. You don't appear to be there. Right. You have lots of lovely things. Oh, I couldn't I? But I need the money for myself. What I could do is go back to my bed in the hall of the Knightly Order, wait till evening, run to his place and check that he hasn't gone to bed yet. Let's try that. This may not end well. Now, there don't appear to be any days of the week, so the daily schedule of the various people seems to just be on a day-by-day basis. It's not like, you know, for 3 days in a row he'll go do this thing, then it, you know, it seems like it's the same each day, not as if there's a different version for every day. Alright. Now, surely you would think it would rankle our brother knights to see us striding into their guild hall dressed like a member of the Gravediggers Guild, and not like a member of the Knightly Order. Like, we're not even a member yet, they just let us walk in, and we occasionally make use of the services and do a few small favours for them. They might call us like Knight Associate or Squire Associate or something. I can't remember the actual title they gave me during the ceremony, where we became like a very low ranking member of the order. But we're clearly not a full knight yet. Evening. Then we make a try for it. However, what we are wearing now has got to be far more respectable than the old ragged woodcutter's outfit we were wearing when we first turned up here. Itchy and full of sawdust and yeah. Not that they would care that it was itchy. They weren't wearing it. But we probably kept scratching ourselves. And away we go. Now, the danger here is that we get back there before he does. It doesn't even say evening yet, does it? So we got lucky. There's the bookshop. It would be nice to purchase some more books. Learn more about the land in which we live. Also get volume 3 of this book on the war, because we've got 1, 2, 4 and 5. We have a very incomplete series with a gap in the middle. Is it book 2 or 3 we're missing? I think it's... might be book 2 we're missing. You know what? Five. 1, 2, 4. Have we read this one? Not necessarily. Though the Crown managed to crush Tantari's main fighting force, Arek did not back down. This is... Okay. He gathered what remained of his ships and refitted some of the vessels he had captured in the Strait. With that new fleet, he personally headed for Astata. The capital was not going to sit on its hands this time. After the initial success of the first battle, the royal fleet was dispatched to Tantares, and the remaining battles were fought on the open sea. The Tantares fleet came upon the Astartian ships in the Cloud Strait and pushed them back to the Bay of Tranquility, where they fought valiantly against the reinforcements from the capital. The weather was getting worse and introducing new challenges. Storm winds tore through the sails and snapped the masts. Waves crashed the ships into one another. Fierce hurricanes lifted up entire vessels with the crews still on them, reducing ships to splinters. The black clouds were so dense it was as if night had fallen early, and people on both sides of the fight were saying that the one must not want this war. And we have Book 5. And so Lord Arek resorted to trickery. Having captured the royal flagship in one of the skirmishes, he kept its royal flag up and sailed it right to the harbour of Astarte. His plan was simple. According to the reports he'd received, while the capital's guards were posted by the water, the capital itself was only protected by the city guard, making this the perfect opportunity to strike. But the temperamental weather foiled his plans once more. The raging storm spat out Arek's ship right in front of the Guardian of Dawn. The Greyshaft crew, named the Royal Men of War after their victory at Astarte, saw through the Tantariot's ruse, engaging the flagship and boarding it. It was an arduous and bloody fight. Everyone knew what was at stake. 36 of the Men of War survived, defeating the rebels and slaying the impudent Lord Protector. News of this victory spread throughout the kingdom like wildfire. Even the clouds parted, giving the people hope for peace. For the first time in its history, Tantares accepted defeat and bent the knee to the crown. The Stormwind's war was over. That reminded me of... It was Enid Blyton or E. Nesbit. Pretty sure it was Enid Blyton. So Enid Blyton wrote a collection of stories, bizarrely like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Robin Hood, and maybe a bit of King Arthur as well. But I think it was mainly just Greek mythology and Robin Hood. And you can get a writer who manages to convey really evocative descriptions of conflict. And I'm always reminded of the worst description of a combat scene I've ever read, which was just one fucking sentence, and it was a tough fight, but in the end Robin Hood's men won. That was it. There was an illustration, less than half a page the picture took up, and that sentence was written under the illustration as a caption. However, in the body of the text, that was all the description the fight got. He is just not here today. She did write good stories, but that sentence was probably not one of her best. In all fairness, it's not about some objective quality of, a good story or a bad story, or whatever. It's look at the way she was writing the story, the way it was presented. But even for the way she was depicting those stories and those events, that description of combat was incredibly bare bones. And she did better in other places in the book. Makes you wonder how quickly she wrote it, if she was sort of churning it out to meet a deadline or something. And mate, is he still in the bloody pub? Well, it's too late to go to the bank now. If I go this way to the pub and he's coming back that way, our paths aren't going to cross at all, and I'll just turn up there and find out he's gone. Which will be a good sign, because it'll mean he's headed home. But I will waste time going through the multiple rooms of the inn looking for him to see if... Oh goodness, what if he stays in the inn overnight? Just because the days don't get marked in-game for us doesn't mean that there is no actual calendar or week for the in-game NPCs. Maybe their activities can vary from day to day. Oi, you're still here, Mush.
Tristan.
Please, dear God. Go home. How bloody late does it need to be for you? He's like, I don't care, I'm getting drunk.
Can't see a tucht in a fog like this.
It is can't see a tucht, not can't see tucht. Now, apparently there is fog in the game. I'm not even going to go inside, I know it's too late. Oh, this is bothersome. Alright. He may only be home at very selective times. If I go in there in the middle of the night, will he be in bed? Or sitting up in his chair? Because there's got to be an opportunity to take these bloody things to him. You know what? Maybe we should sit down and have a read of a book. Not that there's any good sitting spots, so we'll just pretend we're sitting on this barrel and reading. What have we got here that we might not have read? No, I think that's all of them. Okay. That's why they're different. Okay. Oh, I could have gone and sold some of this stuff at Marketplace as well. Shameful excuse for a snarl. Could do better. Rover horn. Okay. Sharp fangs. I mean, maybe they're good enough, right? But I don't want to go all the way over there to come back here and find I'm too
Why is he wearing a junk?
Mate, compared to the clobber you got, everyone in town's wearing junk. You're a city guard. You got actual metal armor. I mean, I'm not sure it'd make the knights jealous. Let's head through this part of town to get to a slightly safer part when night falls. Okay. I mean, when we've got this much money, actually purchasing some metal, even at the highly extortionate price, almost feels like a good idea. Okay, let's look at some skills and dream. I mean, I imagine we are looking at getting at least these. all the way up to the top. It's 25 stamina rate. We can work on that. So we meet the requirements for almost every single craftsmanship skill. Survival is a long way off, and it would be nice to get up to advanced survival at some point. Here we want these, so we want 40, 50 strength in 2, 4, 6, 8. Not gonna happen. Actually, if we put every single point except 1 into strength over the next 8 levels, we would get there. Obviously we don't want to do that because we want to live. But that's where our crafting and survival skills can come in. How are we doing here? I think that looks about the same. That might be the one that's changing, so it might be shoot 350 times. That's good though. 661 of 1,000, whatever that is. Oh, that is really close, whatever it is as well. 96 of 100. Oh, that's really close. That's not the eat all the cooked meals one, is it? Because I think we got that one already. I think it's called cast iron stomach. That might be it. Okay. Ooh. The other thing is, we might be able to go build another add-on to our house. It's not dark enough yet. Oh, what a nuisance. If I go and watch the inn, will he stay in it like a Skyrim NPC and not move because I'm watching him? I saw a video thumbnail on YouTube recently called something like "Why You Always Get Lost in Skyrim Because You're Supposed to." You only get lost in Skyrim if you constantly fast travel everywhere and don't know your way around the place. Walk like a real person. Use the in-game, in-character fast travel systems if you must, like the guys of the ox carts who will carry you around if you need to get somewhere quickly.
It's Tristan!
But apart from that, travel. It's like MMOs, right? When I would play MMOs back in the day a bit, and I didn't do it that much, by which I mean I didn't play that many of them, but I would travel, I'd do the quests, I'd explore the world, right? I'd find the instance dungeons, and then I'd wait for a group and go in or whatever, right?
Fog's rolling in. Weather looks grim.
I was taking a bit of a break from Warhammer Online, which was the best MMO ever, basically. Not necessarily by the end, when it went shut down. It wasn't quite so good then. I heard that they started implementing some more wacky stuff that was a bit of an immersion breaker. Look, Warhammer Online had massive issues, like 3/4 of the players on every server were playing evil guys, which meant the battlefields were a fucking nightmare if you were the good guys, because you'd have to defend multiple defensive points, and essentially we'd have like one warband running around the battlefield grabbing defensive points, which would flag them up as needing to be defended. He's gone! So the bad guys would know where we had attacked, and we wouldn't capture it. We'd just run off to the other end of the map and capture the other one that they would have abandoned, because there'd be like three free strongholds on the map, and we'd be like, okay, we'll go and attack one on that side. Then we run back to the one on the opposite side, stop and hide behind that massive rock that they can't see us behind along the way, and let them all go heading off towards the alarm that we've triggered, essentially. Then we attack that one on the opposite side, and while they are realizing the first one isn't under attack and heading back to the opposite side, we go grab the one in the middle because it's a little more like a triangle, and then we actually hold that one and defend it until they've nearly taken it. Then we all run out and attack one of the others, and we could keep them busy all night, you know, because we had to, because there were massive population imbalances on the servers. And it was actually funny, some of the guys turning up complaining that on the American servers everyone was playing good guys. It's, well, why don't some of them come over here? You know, we could do with the help. I mean, on some servers we were actually outnumbered 5-1 by the bad guys. And the other thing is, we'd have to be doing this across 3 different battlefields as well, so we'd be like moving between zones. It was a highly mobile and heavily coordinated effort. Now, if he doesn't like us being in here, okay, he's here, he hasn't attacked us or anything. Hey, oh fuck off, I've got stuff for you. Apparently he doesn't want any of this stuff. Good. Off to the hunter's camp we go then. And I don't think any of these things we've got are entirely unique, so we can get another one later if we have to. That was a shame, I was really hoping to do that one. Anyway. Where was I going with that? Oh right, so I was taking a break from Warhammer Online for a few months, and I made the terrible mistake of playing something called World of Warcraft. I played that for a while, then, you know, I took a break from that and eventually came back and revisited it a few times. And at one point they introduced something called the random dungeon queue, where you could put yourself on the list, and when enough people of the right level would appear, you would be teleported to the dungeon, and you could go in, do the quest with the people, and come out. And then all the fucking idiots who did the random dungeon queue would start complaining that they didn't know how to get back to civilization. And I'd be like, well, you just go back the way you came. Didn't you learn it on the way here? Oh no, you teleported. Okay, follow me then. And I'd show them the way, you know, me and all the people who knew the way, that is. The problem is that the majority of people were teleportation idiots, because it didn't teleport them back to where they came from afterwards, because that would be stupid, and they actually had to, you know, and it just led to really bad player habits. Then of course Oblivion came out, and they literally tell you to abuse fast travel and go to a location you've never visited before as soon as you leave the Imperial City. It's like, no, fuck you. There's intervening space that I'm unfamiliar with. I might not be playing an Imperial. And even so, you know, I shouldn't just magically teleport to the space without experiencing any of the intervening areas. I should travel. And yeah, there'll be some experience and encounters along the way. It happens. A little bit of extra danger, fine. Maybe get a level, also okay, acceptable. You know. But impatient wanker, quest say, click fast travel button, you dickhead, because we bad game design. Anyway, this led to very bad player habits. And at least in Skyrim, you need to physically discover a waypoint before you can teleport to it, using the fast travel system. But still, fast travel is cheating. Look, If you want to hop on a Silt Strider in Morrowind, technically that's fast travel, but it's in character fast travel. It's not out of character fast travel. I don't think there is out of character fast travel in Morrowind. You know, if you want to fast travel in Oblivion, you just open the map and click on the map destination and automatically arrive there, spending approximately the amount of time it might have taken you to get there. I'm not sure if that accounts for the fact that it's like, hey, but what, you just fucking skipped the world? The whole point of playing the game was to enjoy the world, to experience it, and you didn't want to do that, you impatient, stupid git. So fast travel leads to a bunch of players who don't know how to get anywhere or where they're going, and who really struggle without it. They're just sort of really out of touch with reality. It's like, hey, no, you know, walk, run, swim, flight, whatever, right? But do the things that let you traverse the world, even if that is paying to ride on a Silt Strider's back. Now the other thing, of course, is not everyone bothered to read the Pocket Guide to the Empire. The riders of the Silt Striders have literally made a hole in the skull of the Silt Strider, and they are poking its brain in various specific ways to guide it and coerce it into going the ways they want. That is really cruel and sadistic. Hey, what do we got here? We have a battle hatchet. Well, hey, actually, what's he offering? No. Oh shit, I think it's just gone. Hey.
Do you have something for me?
Oh, I just noticed something.
I have your order.
I hope it's good.
All right. Let's see what you've got. Excellent. That's everything.
He took it.
Here's your gold.
And it was a markup as well. I just need to do something very quickly. Because I just noticed another fellow YouTuber has started playing a game that he's expressed an interest in replaying for a long time. And I suspect he may be recording it, so I've just popped him a quick note to ask if he's recording at the moment. If he doesn't respond, I'll imagine he's recording. If he does, tempted to, but not at the moment. So no, he's not recording, he's just having some fun with it. And we are going to go and see Kygar and get some golden experience, either from handing in quest items or just to... I see arrows. I could shoot myself at some kind of foe. So yeah, I'm not sure how I select ammunition when I have multiple ammunition of the same type. I don't know if the game automatically shoots all the highest or lowest quality ammunition first, or something else. And of course the game he's dipping his toes back into is Planescape Torment. a magnificent game. It achieved the remarkably challenging feat of making the Planescape setting seem good, because the way it was originally marketed seemed really, really bad. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Partially the artwork, but mostly the actual way it was promoted, like the things they were saying were good about it, you know.
Tristan?
Hey.
Javek said he's always dreamed of something like this.
One above, look at those fangs. Where'd you get this?
It's a long story.
From
you really must tell me when you have the time. What fangs?
Indeed. Now then.
I brought back a nice soft hide to put on the stump Flynn likes sitting on so much.
We'll have to wait for him to get up and find another seat first, though.
That's true. And while I'm here,
I've got some hunting trophies to sell.
Nice, good amount. It made a dent in the experience bar, but the gold will be greatly appreciated as well. Oh, the gold is really appreciated. We're still about 5,000 off though, so maybe we need to go find something to shoot a crossbow at some more. Do I have more? I made more shovels, right? There's no way I was down to one. Oh well. Could sell some of these in market in town, at the jeweller's store, and make a load of money. Wait. Do I have... a crafting recipe here? So I'm going to have another look at this. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm very familiar with this area yet. This looks like it should be. Could that be the sea, actually? Looks a little bit like this, but all the rest around it looks wrong. Oh, that's what that is. Right, okay. Not particularly sure where I want to go next. So what I think I'll do is head out to the old ruins just to the northeast of here. And then end the episode. Whoa. Did you anyone else see like white interaction pop-up text appear on the sort of this area high up near the compass? Maybe it was just the quest list opening or closing and flashing briefly. But I was thinking, that's awfully high for me to pick up. Normally they're down on the ground. You know what I should do? I've been fighting more rovers recently. I don't think I've killed enough. But I should check the bestiary and see if there's anything new I can add to increase my knowledge. Or the monstrarium, as this game. Rovers, excellent. 300 health is an awful lot, but 750 experience really helps. 300 stamina. So, enemy defenses are percentile, and piercing damage is a vulnerability for them. So we don't want to use stun bolts. Oh, adult brute. Excellent. That should be like another 750, right? 1 strength. No experience points, but a point of strength is really good.
I need something to drink right now.
Oh, 1 bark bug. Okay. Well, let's slick that first a little. And in fact, my throat's getting rather dry, so I will end the episode here. Just facing the door so it's very obvious what I intend to do. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though, and see you all soon. Cheerio everyone.